How you doing, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Let's Get Stringing. Today I got a Wilson Juice 100 light racket. It's a 16 by 19 pattern, 9.8 ounce racket, 100 square inch head size. Last time I measured her client's swing weight, the strung weight on it is 292 grams. Swing weight of 314 units, 7-point headlight balance, NRG2 17 gauge string. It's a multifilament. You can see it has has a lot of nylon strands inside. It's very good, top quality multifilament, best you can get. It's very good for arm comfort, tennis, especially for people that suffer tennis elbow. So we're going with 48 pounds at 10% pre-stretch. I've already got it set. This racket's got 6 grommet holes in the throat. So we're going to start from the throat. I'm going to try a little bit different starting method today. I thought I could make things more interesting. Instead of sticking through the first pair of mains, I put through the number 2 mains on one side also. Okay, so what we'll do is put a starting clamp over here. At this location. So we're going to pull .48 pounds. We're going to pull 48 pounds on this first tension, with the starting clamp being the anchor clamp. We'll do the number 1 main on the other side. I can really hear this racket flex. This racket's got some age on her. Client's been looking for a replacement racket for a long time now, and hasn't really found something that she likes yet. The purpose of doing it this way is to avoid these 2 clamp bases from clashing into each other. And in order to avoid clashing into each other, they have to be placed in a offset or a staggered position, causing uneven tension for the first 2 sets of mains. So the starting clamp over here on the side is supposed to avoid that problem. So we'll find out how that works when we go to plug the strings. See, right now we have no problem fitting both bases down here. It's not fighting against each other. And this racket's got cracked grommets, and therefore I've previously made these extra tubing. I don't know if you can see these tubings right here. That's meant to protect the grommet, protect the string through the grommet, because that's going to be a potential weak point. I don't know if you can see, this grommet is literally cracked on the side. That's what this tubing is be able to protect. Okay, so we got the third one done, and let me just thread this through so I can place that tubing back in its appropriate position. It's good that we could still reuse these tubings, or else I'll have to recut them to get them to fit. Okay, I only want the ends of these tubings to come out around 1/4 of an inch. So now let's come back to this side that's clamped off by this starting clamp that has no tension on it. We'll go ahead and apply tension for it right now. It's the first time that I'm trying this after seeing somebody else do it on the Talk Tennis forum, so I'm being a little careful, trying to avoid making any mistakes. I got another tubing. See this tubing on this side that I'm trying to thread through. Once the string is through, then I have to place the tubing back into the two grommet holes where they came from, or where they belong. Okay, I'm gonna come back to the opposite side to pour 3 more mains. Actually, no, I'll do 1 pair, each pair at a time, like how I've been doing it recently now. Just left, right after another. I think that's the end of the tubings that I have to deal with. So thank God. So before I pull this pair, I'm gonna plug the first 3 sets of mains for how they sound. First pair is right there, even, dead even. The second pair, this one's a little high, so I'm gonna stretch out this one. And the third one. So it would make sense that this side is a little high because that's the side that I just strung. So I'm gonna let it rest a little bit, let it do its relaxation, and then we'll check it again a little later. Portions of this racket is worn through to the graphite. The head guard is way overdue for a replacement, but since the racket is so old, customer may as well just replace the racket instead of the head guard. Okay, this before the 7th main, I had to skip the number 7 grommet hole. So the 7th main is actually going through the 8th grommet hole, and then we skip the 9th grommet hole for the 8th string to go on to the 10th grommet hole. So there's a 7 skip and 9 skip, both top and bottom. And for the last set of main string, we've added the tie off, 10% more tie off tension. It's pulling at 53 pounds or so. This one's still a little high. Okay, I just even it out. Okay, that's going to have to do. The tensions on the individual strings, they're off a little bit. You know, it's not 100% matching. It's okay. It's no sense fussing over it because soon as we start hitting the ball against the overall string bed, everything's gonna even itself out. Of course, you don't want the sound to be too different. But for the tie-off knot, I release the base clamp first. Otherwise, I normally release the top clamp and try to activate the gravity release function that's built in to this gravity clamp. I've seen other stringers who never use the gravity function even though they have it. I don't know what the logic will be behind that. Release the base clamp first and then the top clamp. As you can see, I have a lot of strings left over. About 2 foot worth. Okay, now we'll go ahead and start on our crosses. Okay, we're going to utilize my DIY bottle cork. It's meant to protect the racquet frame, especially for a frame like this that's about to crack anytime. I really have to be careful about protecting it. And I pull the second main. I don't pull the first cross. I pull from the second cross. Wow. Just notice that this first cross starts out very high. I'm gonna have to double check on that. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. That's the first one. When in doubt, count the grommets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18. I'm only seeing 18 crosses. And that is correct. This racket is in fact a 16-18 pattern. It's not a 16-19, so this 48-pound tension is literally in the range of what you would string poly strings at. But the client's been using this tension for a long time. That's where she's comfortable with. So there's no need to change it. Matter of fact, she wanted to do 47 last time. And we raised it by 1 pound already. It's very easy to weave through these open patterns because there's a lot of room for the fingers to work with. I'm gonna tie off this first. I'm gonna use a double hitch knot because the grommet hole just looks too big that there's a chance of regular knots skipping through. So I'll leave that for later. This NRG string is so soft that it gets dented very easily by the machine clamp, so I had to actually loosen up the strength on the clamp, backing up the grip. Otherwise it starts compressing the string too much and marking it up. Just as long as it's not slipping, that's good. And I don't see it slipping. This is one of those rackets where the grommet hole, the grommets are flexible in the crosses, that they're actually allowed to be able to move up and down in a vertical fashion. I should have enough string to be able to weave a head on every single string. got last 2 strings left. Okay, now I'm adding 10% tile knot tension. Just check again if there's any mistakes. Man, there's like 3 feet of string left right there. Down, up, down, okay. Okay, we're all done. I'm gonna go and change the grip for the client. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.